Oh, so good to see you.
So, it's been so long.
It's been so long. Tell me, how are you? How are the children? I forgot Rebecca and I were starting this hour as well. From Emryn House, which is the top name in decor, beautiful, elegant, elevated farmhouse chic decor, which who doesn't want to have that transitional farmhouse all year round elegance? You have three, it is a set of three of these tapered lanterns. They are including the candles. The candles absolutely look real. There's a remote that can turn these on and off, but remember, they are metal and they're glass.
Glass.
These are the kind of things that go for around $60 a piece in a department store. We have taken $20 off for the launch of this weekly deal drop, bringing them home to you on 5 Flex for $4 a piece. These are your color options. It'll be very obvious when I get to my favorite. I do not mean to, but it's just, it's so pretty. Here's the white. Remember, you'll be getting all three sizes, the just under 16, just under 20, and around 23 and a quarter in all three sizes. But this is just to show you the white. Here is the black. It is a matte black, super trendy, would look great everywhere. Here's what we're calling the rubbed bronze, the oil rubbed bronze, but feast your eyes on the brass.
Brass is beautiful.
Gosh.
All of it is. You see the scallop design.
Are you kidding me? Three, oh, it's the most limited? What were you thinking? They must have some more to produce. What's happening?
But I actually want to turn this around
Thank
to show you because I
you.
love this little door that you can see here that works. So you open it up. It is all glass. Beautiful metal, real true craftsmanship. Now here's a little behind the scenes. We have a massive Emryn House Day tomorrow coming up. We're gonna have a Today Special, and we've got a whole spring lineup. These we brought out today because last year they sold out immediately. People love these two items coming up. And so what we've done is we made it even better. I have the black on my 6-foot-long table, but what we've done now is made it a 3-pack instead of a 2. And if you can see, we've actually made the candles are actually tapered as well. That means they're different in sizes, so you've got that dramatic look. So yes, the actual lantern is different sizes with that 13, 10, I should say 23, 19, and 6. But if you look at the candles themselves, they're 13 inches, 10 inches, and 5. And it really does add to that dramatic flair. And then it all comes with the remote. You're gonna get the 2, 4, 6, 8-hour timer. You can use them just as a light, so there's no flickering, or you can also use it in that flickering mode, and you can control how bright or how dim it is as well.
The bottom is velvet.
Velvet to protect your tables.
The bottom is velvet, y'all.
Y'all, I know.
Sorry. You're getting these home for $4 a piece on Flex. It's a must try at that price. Look at what happens to your mantle. Look at what happens to your tabletop. Imagine this as your tablescape year round, and then you just add the sprig of holly or the couple cute eggs or whatever you might want to do per holiday. It's the one and done that you never have to remove and pack away because they are the ultimate foundation piece for that elegant, timeless decor. The lights can go on a timer so they immediately start glowing right when you want them to. You can put them apart and separate them, keep them all together, and even take the tapered candle out and use it on a different holder.
This is where the AA batteries will go, and once you have those in there, just a AA battery, that's it. And then you can see that you can kind of mold the wick as well, and you can see you can mold the light. What's so great about this is it truly looks realistic, and but you don't have any of the dangers that come with true candles. And then you can put that right back in there. So we're talking weddings, special occasions.
Wow.
As I said, have it on my table. You can put it mantle. You can put it even on a covered porch. This is weather and rust resistant as well. And you can hang them from the little hook.
You know, I used these at my wedding, and I purchased, I think, 9 of them. The price was this for one. For one. And I really shopped around to try to find the best possible deals, and they didn't include the candle. Remember, these are metal, these are glass, they all have that opening door with that same metalwork hatch detail. They all have velvet on the base, and what you're seeing now is the white. How beautiful is that just in the tall and medium? Remember, that tall is about 23 and a quarter inch high. That medium is 19 and a quarter, and then you really can't even call this one small. This is usually the tall size you would find in a department store.
Exactly.
So this one is around 15, right just shy of 16 inches. So the 3-tiered look it's perfection.
It's beautiful.
This is cathedral level design. When you know your rule of threes, you could not have done this to a more perfect dimension to have all three complement each other so well.
And now in our last iteration, the last year, what we did is we had
Beautiful.
two, and then the candles were the same height, so it didn't have as dramatic of a flare.
No, this is
so the fact that
perfect.
we have the different size candles as well really does add to the drama. It's beautiful. You can set it and forget it. If you're somebody that says, I don't know how to decorate, set it up. That's all you have to do. You just put them in. Remember, you can set this anywhere in the house or under a covered porch as well, because you have that timer. There's a 2, 4, 6, and 8 hour timer too, so set it and forget it. When you walk into your house that very first night and you're like, you forgot you even have them, and you walk in and you see them, it's just stunning and gorgeous.
And height is the #1 trend right now in all interior design. We are looking for scale, right? So what can you get that is taller? Usually that means it's 3 times the price. So people are trying to get larger plants, larger planters, larger interior. This is about as large as you can get when you're talking about almost 2 feet tall. But look at the elegance of this slender design. Remember, you're not choosing which size. You are getting all three. And I really am glad that Emryn House went back and said, how can we improve on something that was already such a fan favorite? Creating the 3 different tapered sizes in the candles was a stellar idea. Do you see how this, I just almost hear choir singing. It's so beautiful. If you love the brass, move fast. She is very, very popular. And you know nothing reflects candlelight quite like glass. Do you see how beautiful this is and the reflections? I mean, this will never go out of style. This is the timeless elegance we look for, that we're willing to pay at least twice the price for, like I did for my wedding. Remember, you keep it on your side table, on your mantle, keeping them on how beautiful on an armoire or a dresser, just to have a bit of that height, a bit of that scale. But you're getting all three, and the brass is to die for. Although I will say, seeing the white and the black shown in the studio, Rebecca, you can't go wrong.
The white's a little more whimsy, a little more playful. The black is very classic, very modern. That red bronze is truly, if you've got kind of that true farmhouse, if you've got that beach chic, brass is also my absolute favorite. The other thing is the craftsmanship. I wish we could have the reviews, but remember, we went from a 2-pack to a 3-pack, so we don't have those reviews. People love this, and the #1 thing that they said over and over is they couldn't believe how well made it was when they took it out of the box when it came to them. They couldn't believe the craftsmanship with that real glass and beautiful iron as well.
And just for the flex pay of $11.99, this is what you're currently having. Even if you have little bits of your keys or the clutter or this or that, now you're adding in this. You set it, you forget it. So easy if you ever need to change those batteries. How long will these glow before you need to change a battery, by the way? Do you know?
Especially with those timers, so it depends on if you want, but I know typically with Emryn House, we get, I think it's 671 if you're using hours, if you're using that 6-hour timer.
Wow. Okay, so I'm gonna forget that it even had a battery in it before it ever is time.
It really is so well made. And the other thing is, what do you like to do at home? One of the things we do with Emryn House is we want to give you transitional pieces. So I have kind of a beach farmhouse thing going on in my house.
Sure.
So I love that white. It goes, I have the white wainscoting around the house. I love it, but that brass is just unbelievable.
It really
but
is.
It is a transitional piece. So even if you change your decor in a year or two, these are things that will go with any decor, whether it's that farmhouse, the modern, the shabby chic, boho.
Yep. And I also love that they are so versatile in, like I said, the layering ability. Not only can you hang them, which is great, but imagine just tying a little sprig of holly to the top of this when the holiday season comes.
Pastel bows
for Easter. I started decorating for Easter February 15th, so you don't have to get me on that for. But when you have a piece like this, all it is changing the accessory. So you're just going to add a little bit of a bow there at the top, maybe a few eggs around the bottom, you're done. It is a bespoke, Easter tablescape. Now you switch that for holly. Maybe you switch it for some cute red, white, and blue. You will never want to take these away, pack them away, because all year long they're going to elevate, both visually, but also with the height, elevate your space. And that's why people will spend 2 times this price for one, because the actual scale itself is so desirable right now. It is what everyone is looking for in decor. Again, this is the brass, most popular, no surprise there. Glass, metal, dreamy.
And remote. And it's weather resistant, so put this under a covered porch too, outside. Oh my gosh, those summer nights would be beautiful.
You're so lucky you get to do Emryn House and they give you these.
I love Emryn House.
Oh my gosh, you're so lucky. Now I want to mention these sheets. We didn't have time for them today, so I just have one moment to tell you. Home for $2 a piece, because you're getting